To our weekly segment, TikTok, where we interview some of our favorite TikTokers, taking a closer look at the story behind the sensation. And you may have seen our next guest on your For You page, holding up a sign while blindfolded as he seeks to bring his community together and raise mental health awareness by giving out free hugs. Let's take a look.
I'm gonna come give you a hug.
Oh, okay. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
You feel like nobody cares sometimes?
Oh, yeah. That's exactly how my life is right now.
I'm thinking of you, okay?
Thank you.
So sweet. Zachery Dereniowski, we are giving you virtual hugs tonight. Welcome to the show. Through your online presence, you have impacted not only those that you come across on the street, but millions of viewers as well. What inspired you to use TikTok as a tool to spread this kind of awareness?
Thank you so much for having me on. And I started this TikTok journey, I guess, about 1.5 years ago. I was in medical school in Sydney, Australia. And originally, TikTok was my way to cope. It was a cry for help almost. I used the videos to create mental health awareness because I was going through a lot. Being alone on the other side of the world, going through a 6-year relationship breakup, medical school being challenging, COVID, etc. And it just evolved into something so much more. So now I create videos that bring mental health awareness, unconditional love, and spreading kindness, and more so because I felt empty and alone, and I don't want people to feel the same.
And many of your videos, of course, address mental health struggles, a topic that has garnered a lot of attention, particularly since the pandemic. According to the DC, they have seen significant increases in symptoms of anxiety and depressive disorders during 2020 and 2021. What do you hope that viewers take away from your message?
That they're not alone, that emotions and feelings are okay to express, and the only way that we can get through it is knowing that our vulnerability is our superpower. And when we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, that allows us to relate and empower others to do the same.
You know what I find so interesting, too, because you were doing all of this during a time when people were concerned about getting near, especially to strangers, right? But I think that a lot of times people's need for that closeness superseded their fear about COVID. Would you say that that's true?
Yeah, and the beauty of the flowers and the hugs, I feel like it's a universal language. Love is a currency, and a simple hug can go a long way because we have no idea what people are going through in their everyday lives.
And most of your encounters show just that. These strangers, they're emotional yet and raw. What is it that you think that makes people so willing to share some of their deepest struggles with someone they don't even know at all, that they've just met on the street?
I think it's the blindfold, because that puts me in a very vulnerable position as well. And not seeing them, not seeing the backgrounds or where they come from, and there's no biases. The only conversation that matters is the voice of a stranger and then me listening. So it just really allows it to dial into whatever's going on. And oftentimes people aren't looking for answers. They just want to be heard.
And I guess that's the answer to my next question. Is that why you decided to wear a blindfold? Because then that you would just feel it rather than take anything in visually?
Absolutely. That is exactly why I do that.
I would imagine that other people's stories that they share with you have impacted you as well. How do you take care of yourself and not allow their trauma to really impact you?
That's a really good question. So at first it did take a toll on me, but as you can see in some of the videos, I have a videographer in which we talk every single day about things that go on and just have the conversations as they go. So nothing ever builds up, and allows me to not take on too much. And then obviously making time for myself, whether that's meditation, working out, spending time with family and friends, etc.
And you are certainly restoring faith in humanity with the work that you're doing. What do you think is your own personal biggest takeaway from these interactions?
My biggest takeaway is that you have no idea what people are going through. I know that sounds repetitive, but it blows me away at some of the stories that I hear. And the people that I guess have the least want to give the most and are the most empathetic people. So always be kind, hold the door, smile, give a flower, give a hug, call a person you haven't talked to in a while, because it can really make or break someone's day, month, and possibly life.
The people who have the least are willing to give the most. That is quite a poignant moment for us to all, I think, really think about and take in. Zachery Dereniowski, we thank you so much for your time and all the love.
Thank you so much for having me on. Have a great day.
You too.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.